Everyone out there, how's it going? Today, we're going to talk about the history of the SmackDown series, Volume 4. In today's game, we're going to be reviewing WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, released on October 31st, 2002. And the opening of this game is basically just the opening of the UPN show that aired about 10 years ago at this point now, but basically shows all the stars who were, big and popular back in the day, back in 2001, 2002 era. So the roster consists of mainly the WCW draft overflow people, as well as old WWE stars such as Edge, The Rock, Chris Jericho, etc. A lot of the guys are still kind of around today, but not really. Well, here's the menu screen. WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. The menu screens are really improved. They look really, really good actually compared to the previous games. I mean, you have a full screen in the background with the wrestlers, like the real life DVD playing in the background. I mean, the menu presentation is like really excellent for this game. Now onto the graphics. Now the graphics. This is Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar's first game, by the way. If you didn't know that. But the graphics in this game are really incredible. I mean, look at these graphics for this game. For the time, remember SmackDown just bringing looked like a piece of crap, like a piece of doo-doo on a stick, and it was all retarded looking, and it looked like everybody had rabies. This game, everybody looks like they're actually real life realistic. I mean, look at that interest. Look at the graphics right there. Those graphics are impressive. I got to say right now, the graphics in this game rock. The Rock looks just like The Rock in this game. I mean, there's no like pussyfying about it. The Rock actually looks like The Rock in this game. And I remember when this guy came out, Hulk Hogan, when he first came out to the ring, I was just like, wow. I mean, look at these graphics for this time. These graphics were amazing. Even to this day, if this game was released in HD, these graphics are still pretty good, even to today's standards. I gotta tell you one thing about that right now. Even compared to WWE 12, these graphics are still really good, even 10 years later. I mean, you gotta think about it, this game came out nearly 10 years ago, and it still is good to this day. So the graphics in this game are definitely a high point. The entrances, I mean, they're super realistic. The crowd was loud and popped and ready to go. The graphics for this game are just incredible. I mean, I love the graphics for the game. The graphics and the animations. I mean, look how smooth that People's Elbow is. Even compared to the new one in WWE 12 today, the People's Elbow is super smooth. Now the controls, I gotta give them a 9 because they're still the simple controls you'd had back for the original SmackDown series. SmackDown 1, SmackDown 2, just bring it. Circle button and the direction button with some sort of grapple. And then you had a mid grapple when you kind of kick him in the gut and you can do a grapple. Or you can pick him up in the groggy stick and you had a third set of grapples you can do. So all in all, I think each character had about 12 moves to the arsenal, 12 grappling moves, including various strikes and other type of moves. Now, the one thing I don't like about this game is that it didn't really feel too much different from Just Bring It. I mean, it kind of felt a little bit better, but the controls felt too similar to Just Bring It. And that kind of was a bad thing, but that was fixed in Here Comes the Pain. Also, the submission system was rather weak. Now, the sound, I gotta get the sound to 9.5. This game actually had commentary, believe it or not. But this game actually had commentary from Jim Ross and King when something big happened, like The Rock did a rock bottom or something like that, or, a big move. It wasn't just like rambling on and on and on like Michael Cole and Taz did and Just Bring It. This game, they actually just kind of, made a talk or a comment whenever something was relevant. And that's what I liked about the game. The game actually had good sound. I mean, the sound properties were all there. It even had some background music in the background, which is, it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't like that generic rock crap you see in the new games now today. I mean, the game actually had a really nice set of, sound. One other thing I gotta mention is the fact that the AI in this game is really, really, really good. I mean, this game had one of the best AI control gameplays of all the games. I mean, if you want to be Hulk Hogan, he would throw you into the ropes. He would do that big boot, and then he would do his leg drop. He would not do his leg drop unless he did the big boot first. That was pretty impressive right there. I gotta tell you one right now. The season mode in this game was awesome. I mean, oh my god, the season mode went from like 3 matches and SmackDown Just Bring It, and then they gave you 2 full years of storylines in this season mode, and it was great. I loved it. Now, first it started out with the the draft. You had to go through all the draft things, and then Linda Maria talks to you. She's like, oh, I'm a dumb blonde little bitch. I just suck on my dynamo. I don't know, and all they got divorced by Vince McMahon, but not really, but I'm sitting here, and she just rambles, and they're like, shut up, bitch, I don't care what you have to say, But then Vince McMahon and Ric Flair, they kind of, pick out who they want to be for the roster. They're like, all right, Vince McMahon, choose. Brock Lesnar! And Vince Space is like, oh my god, I can't believe it, I've done it, oh my god! And they get all happy and excited, and he goes on. But you can also choose who you want to be on which roster, whatever show you decide to be on, Raw and SmackDown. Now, this was the first game that featured the draft split. So this is the first game that had the Raw and SmackDown with 2 separate shows here. And you know what? even for this game, it worked better than it did in real life somehow. I don't know. I can't really explain it. But this game also did have one element of the series that no one really people forget about. This game had the NWO. The return of the NWO. I mean, they actually had the scene where, you know, Hulk Hogan, he rams a little, you know, the dark side thing, Twisted Metal reference. He rams dark side, that big semi truck right into onto the ambulance, and it hurts, and it hurts your wrestler. Kind of what they did to The Rock back in the NWO series back in the day, back in 2002, before WrestleMania X8. Y'all remember that WrestleMania? Now, Scott Hall's out in the game because he got too drunk, and he kept getting fucked up all night long. So I mean, X-Pac replaced him. This game was crazy. You can do jumps off the fist. I mean, everything. And this game was amazing. I love this game. I played this game for a year straight. I mean, it was just one of those games that went on forever. It was a great game. I'm forgetting to mention about, these are calls right here looking at career wrestlers. The career wrestler mode was great too. I mean, it was kind of a continuation of just bring it. I mean, they had all sorts of modes, all sorts of things you can choose. I mean, Austin talks. Austin's like, what? 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 I mean, this game had everything. It had the best roster. It had WCW legends. It had new guys. And you can create freaking Spider-Man. Like, what the heck? Like, why is Spider-Man 2 just in this game? This game was that incredible. The career wrestler was that good that you could create Spider-Man for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that you can just create him for no reason. It was amazing. And he had ninjas in the game too, and wow, I mean, you showed off everything for this game. He had backstage fighting, everything. This game was amazing. And for the time you know, this is a classic game. Get this game if you don't have it already. Get it. Alright? This game will change your life. And also, this game probably had one of the best credits of any video game I've seen in my life. The credits in this game, you know how they're all generic down? The new games are just like, oh, this is WWE 12, and it has like a list of credits, and it's all gay and boring. This game actually had credits that was actually tailor-made for the music, tailor-made for the backgrounds. I mean, they thought of everything in this game. They went all out in this game, and for this, even 10 years later, this game is still incredible to play. So for the pros of this game, fun gameplay returns, great graphics, one of the best rosters ever, one of the best season modes ever. The crawl mode is super, super deep. Tons of extras on a DVD, like, you know, extra movies and stuff like that. And this is like a dream WWE game. Now the cons, not so much difference in the controls from just Bring It and SmackDown 2. Still no real submission system. The calls in-game look kind of odd compared to the in-game wrestlers. And commentary, I mean, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. So the final score for this game is a 9.3. I mean, this game is just excellent. It's an instant WWE classic. And this is one of the games that put the SmackDown series on the map. Get this game. Because the next game that I want to review, oh boy, here comes the pain. I'm just gonna, you'll see. I'm gonna like nut myself. That game's so incredible. Anyway, that's that reviewer channel. Have a good day.